Hello everyone, I welcome everyone to this new video. Today we are going to discuss about the important central government schemes. Okay, first of all, some disclaimer. Okay, for this video. This video is going to be very long. Okay, because I am going to cover almost 40 to 50 schemes in this video. Okay, and this is again a part 1 video. Okay, there will be another video that will be part 2. Okay, I don't want to keep you in any shadow. Okay, like I want to make such a video related to schemes that you don't have to refer anywhere else. You stick to this video, this two video, then you will be completely done for the schemes. Okay, either it may be for TCS, TPS, pre or mains, or combined pre or mains, or any other TPSC examination. Okay, for prelims and again for mains. This video completely suffice the scheme portion for any TPSC examination, and also this video will be beneficial for other examination related to Tripura, for example JRBT. Okay, so number one disclaimer. Number two disclaimer: no one will ask for the PDF. Okay, you need to understand one thing. I can give you PDF, but my experience, I have seen in my life that student collect PDF. Okay, they just keep in their phone or they just print it out. Okay, they never read it. So I don't believe in PDF. You see the video, you make your own notes. Okay, additional notes, you can add the points, or in the future if there is any modification, then you can write it there. Okay, then this pictographic memory will help you to recall in the examination. So I believe in note making. Okay, so you should make your own note from this video and you will start. Okay, this was two disclaimer I wanted to give. Now let's get started. See, whenever we will talk about schemes, okay, there are basically three types of schemes. What are those? Those are central schemes or central sector scheme. Okay, next is central sponsored scheme. Another one is state scheme. So these are the different types. Okay, you can classify them basically schemes into three groups: central scheme, central sponsored schemes, and state scheme. Now what is central scheme? These schemes can be these schemes that are funded 100% by central government. Okay, 100% funding by central government. Okay, implemented by central government. Okay, now this is the main thing. It is 100% funding by central government and also implemented by the central government. And central sponsored scheme, these schemes can be funded jointly. Okay, funding is mostly jointly by center and states. Ratio may be different. For example, center state. Okay, center may be 100%, state may be 10%, center may be 80%, center may be 75%, state may be 25%, center may be 50%, state may be 50%. Okay, and this scheme is implemented by the state and center together. Okay, mostly state government implement this scheme. And in state government, these are the schemes that are funded 100% by state government. Okay, and also the implementation part is also by state government. Okay, so these are the three different types of schemes. Okay, you need to understand this basic, because when I will be discussing the schemes, that time I will be using this term. So that time you need to understand what are these. So you just write it down on your copy. Okay, now let's start the video. Okay, this is only part 1 video. There will be another video related to this, that will be part 2. Okay, let's get started. See, there is another thing, ministry. In the central level or union level, it is called ministry, and in the state level, it is called department. Okay, in under the ministry there are different departments also. Okay, now under this scheme, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, there are few schemes. First scheme that we are going to discuss is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. PM Kisan is also known as PM Kisan. It is a central sector scheme. Now you know what is central sector scheme, and it is launched February 2019. See, in this PDF, I have made the PDF, the main big schemes within 170 words, and some small schemes or some portal or some apps to 70 words. This 170 word you can write in TCS mains or combined mains or anywhere mains in state level. Okay, and this 70 word you can write in combined mains examination. Okay, there is 60 word limit. So in this way I have made. It is launched in February 2019. Nodal ministry under it comes under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. What is the objective? Key objective of this PM Kisan scheme? The main very important thing of any scheme for mains examination, mains perspective, it is objective. So the objective of PM Kisan is to provide direct income support to all land holding farmers families for purchasing agricultural inputs and meeting household needs. Okay, now there are some features. Okay, you need to know these features, at least 4 to 5 features, otherwise you cannot write in the mains examination. For example, each eligible landholding farmer family, husband, wife and minor children. Family, the definition of family is husband, wife and minor children, receive 6,000 per year. Okay, paid in 3 equal installments of 2,000 every 4 months. Amount is directly transferred to other linked bank accounts via direct benefit transfer. Beneficiary identification done by the state or UT governments based on the land records. Self-registration available through PM Kisan portal, mobile app and CSCS. Okay. Then it is also linked with the Kisan credit card. Now there is a exclusion. This is again important. Institutional landholders, income tax pays, those people who pay income tax, professionals and high income individuals, those are not included in this PM Kisan scheme. Monitoring, central and state project management units 5% beneficiaries verified by physically each year. Okay, because you cannot verify each and every beneficiaries, that's why it is randomly taken 5%. Then there is a grievance redressal mechanism. District level committees are there, must resolve 2 weeks. Significance, it boosts small farmers liquidity, it gives some liquidity to the family, they can use in the farming or any other family needs. Okay, so this was all about PM Kisan. So you write it down okay, and you just read it. For the mains examination, you have to learn, you have to memorize, and also you have to remember points. For the prelims point of view, you need to remember the facts. For example, the exclusion, this is a anomaly, right? So this is an exception. So this is again very important because in the examination they may ask. So Pradhan Mantri Kisan uh, Samman Nidhi, PM Kisan, this is a flagship direct benefit transfer revolutionizing rural liquidity. Okay, so this was it for this scheme. Next we are going to talk about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Again, this is again very important. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, it is India's largest crop risk management mechanism. Okay, and also ISRO in this Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, ISRO data for real-time yield estimation is also used. Okay. Next, it is a central sector scheme launched in 2016. Nodal ministry is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Objective, very important, to provide comprehensive crop insurance against yield losses for pre-sowing to post-harvest stages, to stabilize farmer income and encourage adoption of modern farming practices. Key features, there are some coverage all farmers including sharecroppers, tenant farmers, okay, growing notified crops in the notified area. Then there are some premium rate, farmer payout 2% for kharif and 1.5% for rabi, 5% for commercial horticulture. Okay, and this rate sometime it gets also change. Okay, you need to get updated with it. Then risk covered, natural calamities, drought, flood, pest attack, etc. Exclusion is again very important. Everywhere you will see any exclusion or exception, you need to read it carefully because in the examination they may ask. There are high probability of asking question from this exception. So here exception is war, nuclear risk, or preventable losses. Okay, so there are some other facts, area approach, adds on technology integration. Okay, for example, DG claim platform, ES-Tech for yield estimation, winds, weather data, then ISRO Bhuvan for monitoring. So important one. And implementing agencies are MPanel, uh, general insurance companies. There are many general insurance companies coordinated via national crop insurance portal. Okay, so this was it for Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Next, we are going to talk about Pradhan Mantri Kisan Mandhan Yojana. Okay. Now, what is this? It is basically a pension. Okay, pension scheme, a pension safety net for those who feed the nation. Basically, farmers feed the nation. Okay, so a pension safety net for those who feed the nation. It is again central sector scheme launched in 2019. Nodal ministry, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Fund manager, Life Insurance Corporation, LIC. What is the objective? To ensure old age income security for small and marginal farmers with limited means and savings. Again, very important. Objective is very important. Eligibility, farmers aged between 18 to 40 years with land holding up to 2 hectares. Okay, voluntary and contributory pension scheme. Then sir, there are some features. I'm not going to discuss the features. You read by your own. Okay, and you according to your need you just make notes. If you are preparing for TCS, you have to read everything. Okay, if you are reading for combined, then you have to add the important points. You don't have to remember each and every point. You have to remember just important fact or important point. Okay, or any other examination, then you have to remember the important facts. For example, it provides assured monthly pension of 3,000 on attaining 60 years. This 3,000 is again important in the exam may ask. Okay, and there are some exit provisions you need to know. And what is the significance of this scheme? It promotes social security and aligns with the inclusive growth goals, complementing PM Kisan and Atal Pension Yojana. We will also discuss this Atal Pension Yojana, everything. Next, we are going to discuss is Kisan Credit Card, KCC. Okay, financial backbone of agrarian India since 1998. This is again very important. Okay, it is institutional credit scheme. Okay, launched 1998, NABARD, implementing agencies, commercial bank, RRBs, regional rural banks, cooperative banks, small finance banks. Objective: what is the objective of this Kisan credit card? To provide timely and adequate credit to farmer under single window system for cultivation, allied and consumption needs. Coverage: individual joint cultivators, tenant farmers, okay, sharecroppers, self-help groups, joint liability groups, extended to animal husbandry, fisheries and allied sectors in 2019. What is the credit limit? Based on the cropping pattern, land holding and post-harvest expenses. Then there are terms for short-term credit, long-term credit, KCC cum rupee credit card. This is again important. In the exam, they ask, what is Kisan credit card? Rupee card, ATM annual card for easy withdrawals. Okay, insurance cover, accidental death, permanent disability coverage for the card holders, and it is also linked with the PM Kisan beneficiaries for faster credit access. So this was it for Kisan credit card. Next is other schemes or miscellaneous initiative by the Ministry of Agriculture. Okay, now National Agriculture Market, you very often you will know this term ENAM. In the newspaper, even when you will read newspaper, you have come across this terminology ENAM. What is the full form of ENAM? The full form is National Agriculture Market. Now what is this? It is a virtual mandi revolution, ensuring one nation, one market. This is it. Okay, what is this? This is a virtual mandi revolution, ensuring one nation, one market. Now again, what is the type? Central sector scheme, launched in 2016, nodal agency SFASC under Agritech Infrastructure Fund. What is the aim objective? To create a unified online market linking APMC mandis. Okay, features: real-time price discovery and transparent e-trading, interstate trade via platforms POP, e-payments and ENWR, warehouse receipt trading. These are the different things related to agriculture. Okay, benefit: better price fertilization, reduce middlemen. Okay, so there is a problem in the farming sector. The hard work is done by the farmer, but the profit is taken by the middleman. Okay, so in this case, it helps to uh, reduce the middleman. It helps to gain profit, okay, by the farmer itself. Next, Namo drone Didi scheme. Okay, now what is this? It is a scheme where women empowerment meets precision agriculture. Type: central sector scheme, launched 2023 and 4, nodal Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. What is the objective? Empower women-led self-help groups (SSGs) by providing drones for agricultural use. Coverage: 15,000 SSG is to offer drone rental services for spraying fertilizers and pesticides. This is the main thing, objective, these 2 points. Benefits: women empowerment, precision farming, higher productivity and reduced input cost. So you should know what is Namo Drone Didi scheme. Next, Mera Gaon Mera Gaurav. Okay, Mera Gaon Mera Gaurav. So this is basically lab to land bridge between scientist and soil. Lab to land. Bridge between scientist and soil. This phrase also you can use in the essays. Okay, this is a very important one. Mera Gaon Mera Gaurav. What is the aim of this initiative? To promote the direct interface of scientists with the farmer to hasten the lab to land process. ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, has identified 15 villages. Scientists of the ICAR and the state agricultural universities provide information to the farmers of selected village on technical and related aspect to the frame. Okay. Next, Hortinet Farmer Connect app. In the exam, they may ask, what is Hortinet? So that time you should know. It is a app. It is a app. Okay. Now, it is an integrated traceability system developed for facilitating farm registration, testing, and certification of grape, pomegranate, vegetables for export, etc. Basically, this is a app you should know. Just you should know that it is an app related to farmer. Okay. Next is Megdut app. What is this? It is a weather intelligence in the farmer's palm. Means it is very helpful for the farmers to get the information related to weather. It also combines IMD, International Meteorological Department, plus Indian Council of Agricultural Research data for crop advisories. Okay, launched by Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Earth Science, developed by IMD and ICAR, and purpose to provide location, crop, and livestock specific weather advisories to farmers. Features, forecast. Okay, so this is again important. Next, now we are changing the ministry. Next ministry that we are going to discuss is Ministry of Ayush. Okay, now National Ayush Mission, again important one. National Ayush Mission, basically it is India's soft power in global wellness diplomacy. Again, you have to relate few things with the international relation also. For example, India have a yoga. Okay, so this we can basically we use this yoga for the uh, yoga diplomacy or international relation. Okay, very helpful. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme 2015 to 2026. Nodal Ministry of Ayush. What is the objective? To promote Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Sowa Ringpa, and homeopathy through affordable Ayush services. So Ayush basically incorporates these things. Okay. Next, key components: Ayush Health and Wellness Center, upgradation of Ayush hospital, dispensaries, education institution, etc. Benefit: promotes holistic healthcare and reduce disease burden through traditional system. Okay. Now I have made this PDF point wise. Okay, so that you can so that you feel comfortable to remember. In the examination, if you write point wise, then your answer look attractive. Okay, and also the examiner uh, did not get bored to check to read like essays. Okay, point wise he can very easily he can check the facts and everything, and very it is very time saving. Okay, next is Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. Here the first scheme that uh, we are going to discuss is PM Pranam. Now what is this PM Pranam? It is restoring Mother Earth through mindful fertilizer use. Name PM program for what is the full from. In the exam, in TCS examination or combined examination, they directly ask the full from also. PM program for restoration, awareness generation, nourishment, and amelioration of Mother Earth. Launched, approved by CCEA in June 2023. What is the aim objective? to encourage states uses to reduce chemical fertilizers use and shift to bioorganic or alternative fertilizers. So basically to improve the soil health and sustainability. Okay, what is the feature? If a state reduce chemical fertilizers consumption versus last 3-year average, 50% of the subsidy saving is given to the given as a grant to the state. Okay, next is urea subsidy. See, if you read the national newspaper like Hindu or Indian Express, it is every time it is in the news related to the urea subsidy scheme. Okay, now what is this? It is a scheme ensuring food affordability while maintaining soil vitality. Type centrally sector scheme, nodal ministry, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers. Objective, ensure availability of urea to farmer at subsidized rate and maintain soil fertility. Features, government pays subsidy directly to the manufacturer based on production cost. Nutrient based subsidy, there is some fixed price 242 per 45 kg bag for farmers and implemented via direct benefit transfer. Next is Pharma Sahi Dam app. Okay, Pharma Sahi Dam app. In the examination, they may ask this app Pharma Sahi Dam app related to which ministry. So that time you should know the ministry. So it shows the MRP fixed by National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority NPPA for various scheduled drugs on real-time basis. Next, we are going to discuss about the Ministry of Civil Aviation. उड़ान. Okay, उड़े देश का आम नागरिक. उड़ान, Regional Connectivity Scheme, RCS. It is basically transparency in. It is basically democratizing the skies. Okay, Hawaii for every Indian. 500 plus routes is operational presently. 75 plus airports revived. It is a central sector scheme launched in 2016. Nodal ministry is Ministry of Civil Aviation. What is the objective? To make air travel affordable and widespread by connecting unserved and undeserved airports across India to boost regional connective economic development. Now, what is the features? You read by your own. Okay, I'm not going to discuss, because if I discuss every features, it will take a lot of time. I cannot cover 40 to 50 schemes. Next, other scheme initiative. Okay, DG Yatra. If you are a traveler, or very recently if you have traveled through air, then you might know this DG Yatra project. This is very helpful. Now, what is this? It is a paperless boarding powered by a facial recognition. It is a paperless boarding powered by facial recognition. Okay, it facilitates paperless travel and avoids identity checks and multiple points in a airport. Each passenger would get a unique DigiYatra ID. It is voluntary in nature. Okay, DigiYatra Foundation DYF has been set up as a joint venture company for creating DigiYatra's central ecosystem. Next, ministry is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. First scheme that we are going to discuss is Unnati. Again, this is again important because it is related to Northeast. So for Tripura related examination, it is very important. So what is Unnati scheme? Uttar Purva Transformative Industrialization Scheme. Okay, so it is basically catalyzing Northeast industrial growth. It is a central sector scheme approved by the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, also known as DPIIT. These dates are not important. Okay, financial outlay, again this is not important. It covers all 8 northeastern states, that is Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. What is the objective? To catalyze industrial growth in the northeast region by attracting investment in manufacturing and services. to generate employment, direct and indirect, build industrial ecosystem, and reduce regional imbalance. Now, Sarah, there are some eligibility you read by your own. Now, it is really very important for Tripura. So, how this scheme is significant for Tripura? The scheme opens large potential for industrial investment in Tripura. As a northeastern state, it reduces regional gaps, promotes job creation, supports Act East Corridor Initiative. See, in international relation, there is a policy called Act East policy. Okay, so this scheme is very related to this Act East policy. It also enhance this policy. Next, by leveraging infrastructure incentives and interest subventions, Tripura's service manufacturing units can gain competitive edge in the region. Okay, so this is again important one, Unnati scheme. Next, one district, one product. This is also important. It is basically local to global. One district, one identity. Basically strengthening India's export map through district branding. What is the aim? Aim is to foster balanced regional development across all districts in the country. To select, brand and promote one product from each district of the country for enabling holistic socio-economic growth across the all regions. For example, see, we have GI tags, geographical indication, for the different things, fruits, vegetables or foods, etc. So why we use this GI tag? To give a special attraction or special recognition to that particular product, so that the other people who will come from the outside of that place, they will eat that food or they will purchase that item. Okay, so in this way the local farmer or the local people will be benefited. In the same way, this scheme is also done, one district one product. Okay, it has been done in the within 75 district of the state. Now, recently digital version of ODOP gift catalog was launched. Next, we are going to discuss about the Swayat initiative. Okay, now what is Swayat initiative? It is basically startups, women and young advantage through e-transactions. Swayat is an initiative to promote startups, women and youth advantage through e-transaction. Swayat, full form. Okay, in the exam they may ask it on government and marketplace, that is GEM. That's it. Next is, this is again important one, Northeast Industrial Development Scheme. The schemes which will be related to Northeast, those schemes are very important for Tripura point of view for any examination in Tripura. Okay, so Northeast Industrial Development Scheme, it is basically a scheme for incentivizing industries in the Northeast. Employment generation through innovation and tech support. What is the aim? To promote industrialization in northeastern states and to boost employment and income generation. What is the sector cover? Manufacturing and services. Use of technology to process and improve proposals. Next, key benefits. You just read by your own. Next, Ministry of Communication. BharatNet project. Again, this is again very important. BharatNet project. It is world's largest rural broadband project. World's largest broadband project. Okay. It is also known as the digital spine of rural transformation. Now, what type of the scheme is? Central sector scheme, launched in 2011. Okay, as a national optical fiber network, renamed as BharatNet in 2015. Nodal ministry, Ministry of Communication, Department of Telecommunication. Implementing agency is BBNL, Bharat Broadband Network Limited. What is the objective? To provide high-speed broadband connectivity to all gram panchayats and rural areas, and also to bridge the digital divide between the rural and the urban India. Okay, Now what is the features, you read by your own, okay, in detail. Now what is the significance of this scheme? To enhance the digital inclusion. Basically there is a difference, like our urban people are more advanced, or they are more uh, into the technology or network, internet, everything. So if this technology can be shared with the people of the village, they can also gain, they can also take benefit of that, that thing, internet thing, okay. They can use it in their entrepreneurships or any business activity or anything. Next is Taran Sanchar portal. What is this portal related to? It is a transparency in telecom infrastructure. It provides information on mobile towers and electromagnetic frequency emission compliances. Information could be accessed by the paying the fee. Next is Sanchar Sati portal. What is this? This is a digital safety through citizen empowerment. Okay, launched by DOT, Department of Telecommunication, 2023. What is the objective? To empower citizens to trade and block lost or stolen mobile phones and prevent misuse. Modules you can read by your own. Benefit: to prevent fraud, ensure digital safety, etc. Next, we are going to discuss about Darpan. What is the full form? Again, they may ask in the examination. Digital Advancement of Rural Post Office for a New India project. It is basically a financial inclusion through rural post offices, aim to provide the quality of services and achieve financial inclusion of unbanked rural population. It intended to provide a low power technology solution to each branch postmasters BPM. Next, Darpan PLI app. In the exam they may ask, launched for seamless collection of premium for postal life insurance PLI and rural postal life insurance RPLI policies. Next scheme is PM Vani, Prime Minister Wi-Fi Access Network Interface. Okay, Wi-Fi revolution for digital India. Wi-Fi revolution for digital India. It is launched in December 20. Nodal ministries dot objective to provide public Wi-Fi access across India to boost digital inclusion and rural connectivity. Feature no license fee or public data offices. Benefit affordable internet access. Promote digital India. PM Vani. You should know the full form. Prime Minister Wi-Fi Access Network Interface. Then we are going to discuss about Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Administration. Here, National Food Security Act, NFSA 2023. It is an act. It is not a scheme, but you should know this act. It is basically legalizing the right to food. Okay. It covers up to 75% rural and 50% urban population, approx 81 crore beneficiaries. Type: it is a parliamentary act passed in the parliament. Nodal ministry, Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Food Distribution, came into force in July 2013. What is the objective? To provide food and nutritional security by ensuring access to adequate quantity of quality food and affordable price. Now these are some facts. Okay, you should know. You can use these facts in the essays or any mains, answer writing, etc. What is the entitlement? 5 kg of food grains per person per month at subsidized rate. I household 35 kg of food grains per family per month. Nutritional support to pregnant women, lactating mothers and children through ICDS and MDM schemes. Okay. Now you this institutional mechanism and everything you read by your own. Next we are going to talk about one nation, one ration card. This is again very important. This is basically portability. This is basically portability meets equity. Ration anywhere, anytime. Okay. Central government initiative launched in August 2019. Nodal ministry, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. What is the objective? Objective is to enable nationwide portability of ration card, allowing beneficiaries to access PDS entitlements anywhere in India, to ensure food security for migrant workers and promote ease of living. See, there are in the tier 1 cities, there are migrant labor workers from the other states. So they help in the development of that particular city, but they are not getting the basic benefits or amenities. So to help them, government has taken this initiative. Okay, that means otherwise earlier it was a very hectic process to transfer the ration card from your village to the town where you are living, and it is also not sure that how much time you will be there for. Okay, so that's why it is very useful. Now there are some features you should read by your own. Mera Ration mobile app is also there. Okay. Now next we are going to, you take the screenshot or you just pause here and you write. Next is Ministry of Culture. Okay. Project Mosam. What is Project Mosam? It is reviving ancient maritime cultural linkages. Launched by Ministry of Culture 2014, Nodal Agency Archaeological Survey of India ASI. Objective: reconnect and revive maritime cultural and economical linkage of ancient India and ocean routes. Okay, so you read this one. Ministry of Defense. Aditi scheme launched by Ministry of Defense under IDEX framework. Budget 750 crore. No need to remember. Objective: develop 30 deep tech defense technologies. Okay. Support grants up to 25 crore for startups MSMEs. What is the aim? Important one. To reduce import dependence. Import Atmanirbhar Bharat. Promote Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense and strengthen India and innovation ecosystem. Okay, next is Agnipath scheme. Again, this was very much in news when it was implemented. Okay, what is this Agnipath scheme? It is a bold recruitment reform merging services and skills. It is a central government scheme launched in 2022, Ministry of Defense. What is the objective? To implement a new model of recruitment in the armed forces for youth called Agniveer. Okay, to enhance the youthful profile of the military and instill discipline, skill, and nationalism. See, this scheme has very key features. You read one by one. Okay, I'm not discussing over here, it will take time. You also read the significance. Next scheme that we are going to talk about is one rank, one pension. Okay, one rank, one pension. It is basically equal service, equal pension, honoring uniform dignity with fiscal fairness. It is implemented by the Ministry of Defense 2015. What is the objective? It ensures uniform pension for armed forces personnel retiring at the same rank and a service length, regardless of the retirement date. What is the features? Pension revived every 5 years, appears paid since July 2014. Next, what is the benefit? It promotes equity, moral, and welfare among the defense retirees. Okay. Next, Ministry of Education. Again, this is very important. Okay. Now, Samagra Shiksha, an integrated scheme for school education. What is this? It is a centrally sponsored schemes from access to excellence in school education, launched in 2018. It merged Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan, okay, and teacher education. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Education, Department of School Education and Literacy. Objective: to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education from preschool to class 12. It also aligned school education with the vision of National New Education Policy 2020 through holistic development. Now, what is the key features? You read by your own. Key features and significance. Next, this is again very important. PM Shri School. Okay, now what is this? This is PM School for Rising India, model school or Rising India. It is basically model school. Centrally sponsored scheme launched in September 2022. Nodal ministry, Ministry of Education. What is the objective? To develop more than 14,500 schools are exemplary schools showcasing all components of national education policy, and also to provide high quality, inclusive and holistic education in an innovative and joyful learning environment. What is the key features? It is jointly implemented by the center, state, NUTs and local bodies, for example CBSC, KVS, NVS, etc. So these are the key features. You read by your own. What is the funding pattern? 60-40. Okay, central state, 90%, and for 90%, and 90:10 for the northeastern and Himalayan states, including also for the uh, special category states. Okay, now one nation, one subscription scheme. Okay, what is this? It is basically democratizing knowledge access. It is launched in and approved by the cabinet 25 November 2024, operational from 1st January 2025. Okay, what is the objective? To provide nationwide access to 13,000 plus e-journals from 30 international publishers for government, higher education and R&D institutions. Next, Pradhan Mantri Vidya Lakshmi, PM Vidya Lakshmi scheme. Okay, now what is this? It is one-stop education loan portal. Education loan portal. Launched in 2015, nodal ministry, Ministry of Finance. Okay, objective to provide a single window online platform for educational loans and scholarship. Portal is www.vidyalakshmi.co.in. What are the feature benefit? You read by your own. Next, Pade Bharat, Bade Bharat. Okay, what is this? It is a building literacy and numeracy foundations, a nationwide sub-program of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan to improve language development and to create a natural and positive interest in mathematics. Okay, next is Pradhan Mantri Innovation Learning Program, Dhruv. In the exam they may ask Dhruv is related to, there will be 4 options. That time you have to choose one. Okay, it is basically nurturing India's gifted mind. Dhruv, related to gifted students. Okay, so there are different types of students in a classroom. Okay, average student, below average student. There are students who are gifted. Okay, they are very special. So for them, this scheme, Pradhan Mantri Innovation Learning Program, Dhruv. What is the aim? To identify and encourage talented children to enrich their skills and knowledge. Okay, you read by your own the rest features. Next is Udan, giving wings to girls. Don't confuse with this Udan scheme. Okay, that for airport or flying thing. Okay, it is basically bridging the gender gap in engineering entrance preparation to address the low enrollment of girl students in prestigious engineering institution and the teaching gap between schools education and engineering entrance examination. Okay, next is Shala Gunvatta. Okay, Shagun portal. Now what is this portal is all about? This portal is all about repository or educational excellence. Okay, benchmarking the best practices across government schools. So you read by your own. Next we are going to talk about Ministry of Electronics and IT, Digital India program. Now what is this Digital India program? It is transforming governance through technology. Okay, now what is this initiative? It is an umbrella program for digital transformation. Nodal ministry, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY. Objective to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy, and also to ensure digital infrastructure, governance, and services reach every citizen. Next, vision areas. There are different vision areas. You read by your own. Also, components you read by your own. Significance you read by your own. Now there is a one significance related to Tripura. For Tripura, it accelerates rural connectivity, e-governance, and inclusive digital growth. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about is Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan (PMG Disha). Okay. What is this? This is a digital literacy for every rural household. Launched in February 2017, Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, objective to make rural citizens digitally literate and bridge the digital divide. Okay. Next, what is the benefit? Empowers rural India under Digital India initiative. Next is Stri Swabhiman. What is this initiative? It is a striving to create a sustainable model for providing affordable and accessible sanitary products close to the homes of adolescent girls and women in the rural areas. Okay. Next is DigiLocker. Everyone must have used this one. Okay, this is very important. If you are not using it, start using it. Okay, DigiLocker. So basically, your documents, your cloud vault. Okay, your every document is in the cloud vault. It is launched in 2015 under Digital India program, Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. About this DigiLocker, see, there is nothing in this vault. What is this app does? This app basically connects with the other websites, all government websites. Okay, so whenever you try to search a document in that particular app, it collect from the website. Okay. Next, the benefit of this DigiLocker is paperless governance and easy citizen access. Why I am making this as a initiative scheme, or why I am teaching you this? Because suppose in the combined mains examination they have asked to write about this DigiLocker for 5 mark, 60 word. So that time you should know some facts, you should know some things to write. Okay. Next, Umang app, launched in 2017, Nodal Ministry, Maiti and NEGD. Okay, all government services one tap away. Objective to provide single mobile platform for accessing central, state and local government services. Okay, feature and benefit you read by your own. Next is Digishala. Digishala. Okay, what is Digishala? It is educating India on digital payments. Digishala, a free Doordarshan DTH channel to educate and inform the people about the various modes of digital payments. Okay, in the examination they may ask what is Digishala. Okay, that time you should know. Next is e-Sampark. What is this? It is direct dialogue between government and the citizen. Direct dialogue between government and citizen. Launched by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Objective to facilitate direct digital communication. You read the feature and benefit. Next, Ministry of External Affairs. Pravasi Kaushal Vikas Yojana. What is this? This is skilling for safe and decent overseas employment. Nodal Ministry is MSDE. What is the objective? To provide skill training and certification to Indians seeking overseas employment. Feature and benefit read by your own. Next is Ministry of Finance. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. What is this? This is a national mission for financial inclusion, launched in 2014. What is the ministry? Ministry is Department of Financial Services. What is the objective? To ensure universal access to financial services, banking, savings, credit, insurance, pensions, etc. And also to promote financial inclusion and literacy. Feature and significance you read by your own. Next is NPS Vatsalya Yojana. Okay, now what is this? It is a building a pension society from childhood. Sub-scheme under the National Pension Scheme, regulated by Pension Fund of Regulatory and Development Authority (PFRDA), announced in Union Budget 2024 and 25. Okay, what is the objective? To instill a long-term savings habit in the minors and build a pension society from early age. Next is this eligibility feature, withdraw, exit, everything you read by your own. Next is, you can pause here or you can take screenshot. Next is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Again, this is very, very important. And also you can use in your family or you can suggest it to your friends, etc. Anywhere. What is this? This is basically investing in daughters. Okay. Investing in daughters. Investing in the daughters. Type some small savings scheme under Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, launched in 2015. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Women and Child Development. What is the objective? Objective is to promote financial security and education of the girl child. Encourage parents to build a corpus for future education or marriage expenses. Eligibility criteria. Account can be opened in the name of a girl child below 10 years by parent guardian. Okay. Only 2 girl children per family eligible. Minimum deposit 250 per year, maximum 1.5 lakh per year. Interest rate around 8.2. Okay. And there are some other features you read by your own. Again, this is again very important. Okay. You can do in your family, you can suggest to your friends. This is very important. This 8.2 interest rate is not giving in any case. Okay, so if you go for FD also, fixed deposit for senior citizen also, they are giving 7.2 or something, or normal citizen it is 6.2 presently, so they are giving 8.2. okay, it is very much. And also this FD or RD is very secure, right? So definitely if you have anyone in your known, then you can suggest this one. Next, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Again, this is again very important. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. It is basically fueling micro entrepreneurship across India. Okay. What is this? It is a flagship financial inclusion scheme. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Finance. Okay. And inside the Ministry of Finance, it deals under the Department of Financial Services. What is the objective? To provide collateral-free loans to micro and small enterprises, to promote entrepreneurship, self-employment, and job creation across India. What are the key features? Okay, implemented through commercial banks, regional rural banks, cooperative banks, mutual fund institutions, and NBFCs, non-banking financial um, commercials, or I don't know what, I forgot this one. Okay, loans classified under the 3 categories: Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun. Shishu is up to 50,000 for new enterprises. Kishore for 50,001 rupees to 5 lakh, and Tarun to 5 rupees to 5 to 10 lakhs. Okay. So you read the other features and significance. Okay. Next, sovereign gold bond. I think government has stopped this scheme. Okay, because government was huge loss with this scheme. Central government gold investment scheme. Okay, nodal authority is RBI on behalf of the government of India. Basically, by this scheme, government is saying that people for investment, they keep gold and they buy gold, right? So when you buy gold, that gold will have some making charge. Okay, making charge, and also that gold will have some security, okay, or storage charge, okay. So and also there will be some import duties also, okay. There will, for this import duty, or when people will try to buy large amount of gold for domestic use, okay, not for domestic use, for investment purpose, then the government have to, that import of gold and export of gold will uh, affect our exchange rate, okay. There is a concept called exchange rate in economics. So when you import gold or when you export gold, that it affects the our BOP, balance of payment, okay. And everything overall, it is not beneficial to import gold, okay. So to stop that, government is saying that you don't buy the physical gold, you come to us at the present rate. RBI will give you a paper, it will be saying that you will be having some amount of gold, okay. And at the time of when you will when the this it will be, when it will mature, at that time particular day, at the rate of the gold market rate, that your money will be given to you. So objective to reduce the demand for physical gold and channel household saving into financial assets, okay. Other objective is to offer a safe interest bearing alternative for buying physical gold. What is the feature? Bond denominated in grams of gold, minimum 1 gram. Tenure is 8 year. Exit option from 5th year onwards. Interest rate is 2.5 per annum. Okay. There are some other features also. You read by your own. Next, Atal Pension Yojana. This is again very important. Everyone should do this. Whether you are earning some money or you are not earning, it is, it will be very good when you will invest from your early age. The earlier you start investing, your premium will be very less, okay. Now what is this? Then it comes under the Ministry of Finance and it is managed by the PFRDA, okay. Objective to provide old age income security to unorganized sector workers. Features: subscriber aged between 18 to 40 years, guaranteed pension of 1000 to 5000 per month after 60 years, government co-contribution for early enrollers 2015 to 16, okay. And it also has this auto debit, okay. Benefit: it promotes financial inclusion and social security. Next is Mahila Samman Saving Certificate. It is a short-term, women-focused savings instrument launched in 2023 under Ministry of Finance. Objective is to promote financial inclusion and saving among women and girls. You read the features and benefit. Next is Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. This is again very important. Very important, you from your exam point of view. What is this? It is basically Blue Revolution 2.0, Sustainable Fisheries Growth. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Objective to bring a blue revolution through sustainable and responsible development of the fisheries sector, enhance fish production, productivity and farmers' income. Now features and everything, again you read by your own. The TCS candidate or the combined mains candidate, you must read this one because they may ask in the examination, okay. Next is Rashtriya Gokul Mission, RGM. What is this? It is conserving and enhancing indigenous bovine breeds. It is a centrally sponsored scheme, Ministry of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry and Dairying, okay. Objective to conserve and develop indigenous bovine breeds and enhance their productivity using modern breeding technology, and also to ensure sustainable genetic improvement and make dairy farming more profitable for rural farmers. You read the key features and significance, okay. So this was it for part 1 of these schemes. There will be another video, that video will be part 2 of the schemes. Now what to do after seeing this video. See, while seeing video, you have made your own notes, right? So your own notes will be probably for 30 to 40 pages. But remember one thing, your note should be very concise so that you can read or you can revise one day before your exam. Okay, so this 30-40 page note you cannot revise. So this 30-40 page you will keep in your copy, and from this, after few days, or when you will be when you will be done with the thoroughly reading of these 30-40 pages complete, okay, that time, after reading several times, 10 to 15 times, after that you will make your short notes, and short notes will be very short. Like for this 30 to 40 page notes, you will write in maximum 3 to 4 pages, so that you can revise before one day before exam. Okay, and this 3 to 4 page short note will be very short, very short. Just you will see the terminology, or you will see the fact, you will remember the everything. If you forget, you will go to this basic 30 to 40 page note and you will read it. Okay, this way people learn. You read a book, for example, you will read a book Lakshmikant. After reading it, you have made your own notes. Your notes will be very large, for example 200 to 300 page. So after reading 200 to 300 page for a few times, 7 to 10 times at least, then you will have a authority to your notes. You will know everything in and out. Okay, so to remember the tricky things, or the things which are very complex that you cannot remember, that uh, compiling that those things, you will make short notes so that you can revise it very often, because this will be very less in number, right? So you can revise it very often, and the critical things you will remember. And in the meantime, sometimes in within a 15 days or in a month, you will revise these 200 to 300 page notes. This is the process how people learn. Okay, so this was it for today. Do let me know anything you want to know, or in the comment section, or do let me know in the comment section if you need anything else. In the next video, part 2 video, I'll be discussing few more schemes. Okay, and one more thing, if you see and if you make notes of these two videos, part 1 and part 2, related to central government schemes, then you will be completely done with the schemes preparation. You don't have to read anything else. Okay, completely for TCS, combined, or any exam in Tripura. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you everyone.